basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Down low, West and Hibbert. The backcourt, Hill and Myers. And it's Hill, and at the three, the small forward.
And he's on the board early.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop. David West has the strength and skill to score in the low post. And he's got a nice ability to handle the ball to get to his spot. And he does not back away from contact. As a matter of fact, he invites it. He loves playing through contact.
Here's Hill. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Hibbert. Barnes grabs the miss. Iguodala against Hill. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. You watch David West work in the post. He has some moves down there.
Yeah, he's got that jump hook. Beautiful turnaround jump shot. He also likes to use his strength to kind of knock the defender backwards and shoot that fadeaway jumper.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
And there's the feed to West. Puts up the baby hook. And good on the basket. Book it. West has got 6.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside Hill. Out left to the wing. With the fadeaway. Green with the rebound.
Well, he had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off. Just couldn't get it to go.
The three from Barnes. And the Warriors miss again.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
And it's Miles missing.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
That's good.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Now here is Hill. Out to the right wing. Hill kicks to Hill with the shot. Indiana again missing.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Back to Curry. From the arc. And that one's good. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And thank you, Doris. Good on the shot.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players, though, that D-League team, to practice with the NBA teammates, and that's got to be a positive.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
And it's Hill penetrating. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hill's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Now here's Curry. Releases. The 19-footer is on the money. He's got 6. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Now here is Hill. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. West against Green. From outside the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Now here is Hill. Hibbert trying to free himself up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The Pacers making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. He's off on the second.
Roy Hibbert, the big dog, number 55 for the Pacers, is 7'2", and he's a little too big for king-size beds. Every time the Pacers go on the road, he has to take along a special inflatable mattress that he likes to sleep on. The downside is living large.
And here are the Pacers now, trailing here by 8. And it's Hill penetrating. Hill passes to Stuckey. West setting the pick for Stuckey. Clock is at 3. Hill has the open look. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Hill's got his first points of the game.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
There's Green with the 3. No luck. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Hill drives in. And it's Hibbert missing. Warriors leading by 6. Iguodala dishes to Curry. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 15 points.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Now, here's Thompson. George Hill missing his last shot. Thompson with the bucket.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. It's 5 straight wide-open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
And Hill has it in the corner. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Hill left side. He feeds it to West. Shoots over Curry. And David West, the bucket on the assist by Hill. 8 points for David West.
Easy baskets. That's exactly what they need.
Got it off in time, but it's no good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, up by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Indiana, George and Scola, they're the forwards. Hill is out there with Rodney Stuckey, and it's Mahinmi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Count the bucket. Stuckey's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Indiana.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Hill. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Golden State with another.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Pacers trail by 11.
You know, not a lot of teams from the East do well against the West but it should be no surprise that the Pacers were one of those teams last year.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Iguodala, no good.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Pacers with 18 wins and 12 losses against the West last year. As you said, no surprise, as their defense can let them compete against anybody.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Paul George has stated plainly that he hopes to post up much more often. Last season, he was basically dead last among forwards, only posting up on 5% of his possessions. He's put on muscle and developed his back-to-the-basket footwork. He said, quote, I plan on being a lot more physical, seeking contact and finishing through it. That's my next step. He's trying to evolve, Kevin.
A good move considering his size and explosiveness, Doris. Thanks. Talking about the Pacers in the Western Conference, only the Heat had more wins against the West than the Pacers did last year.
Well, a lot of where you end up in the East has to do with how you play against the Western Conference teams, at least for the top teams, and the Pacers wouldn't have gotten that #1 seed in the East without doing as well as they did out West.
Barnes, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
George passes to Mahinmi. George dishes to Watson. Pass to Stuckey. Watson kicks to George. Drains it from beyond the arc.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
They double-team Curry. Here's Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
Watson, and the rejection by Iguodala. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Iguodala.
Had so much space there, and the defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket for Scola. Now here's Barnes. Puts it up from 12. Excellent D there for Scola. Here is Watson, guarded by Curry. That's good.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took it down. Green's got 5 points so far.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
The dish to Watson. Stuckey into the lane. Makes it off the glass. Stuckey's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
He does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Now here's Stuckey. He's got 7. Here's Watson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
C.J. Watson is 6'2", is an outstanding shooting combo guard. He's an excellent marksman from behind the three-point line, which helps his team space the floor, but he's also an underrated defender.
West is checked in for Luis Scola. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Stuckey with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
And for Watson, between his outside shooting guys and his solid defense, he makes a nice backup.
Yeah, pretty good at getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. You know, a player who spent a little time in the D-League out of college and now has really solidified his place as an NBA player.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahina. Solomon Hill comes in for George. And Donald Sloan subbed in for C.J. Watson.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Stuckey passes to Sloan. Hill dishes to Hibbert. Clock at 6. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 7. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. 7 points for Barnes.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
And the shot is good from Stuckey.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been beautiful. They're 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Sloan passes to Hibbert.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
And the basket by Curry.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
George Hill's checked in for Indiana. Here's Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 7.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
That's a 2 from Barnes. No good on that last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors lead by...
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of the...
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half, not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Green. That's the Warriors' 5.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, they're much better if they could have gotten that extra game before for a win.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Green with the block. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. But Green, again the miss by Green.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
Miles dishes to Hill. West with a wide open look. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris. That's for sure. Thanks.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that play.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Now, here is Hill, and Miles kicks to Hibbert. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Roy Hibbert, one of the premier defensive big men in the game, among the league's top shot blockers, and he anchored the #1 defense in the NBA.
Hibbert has really become the league's foremost practitioner of the rule of verticality, the straight-up denial at the rim or in the paint, being able to contest shots effectively without fouling. And because he's so big, that huge frame allows him to absorb contact and disrupt shots around the basket without even touching the ball sometimes.
He's made only 2 free throws, not shooting well from the line. And his officials become more aware of Hibbert's game, Steve. They're letting him play.
Well, and he still reminds the officials before every game. He says, hey, I'm going straight up tonight. Coach Vogel echoing that. He says he's the best in the league at the verticality rule. And let's honor that.
And it's Hill with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
And it's Green missing. Pacers trail by 13. Goes up. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
And that one's good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Now here's West. 12 points for him.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Green in the post. He's against Hibbert, and he gets it to go. Green's got 12 points in the game.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
And it's Hill penetrating. West kicks to Hill. Here's Miles. Warriors with the rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Indiana moving it around. Here's Hill. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, if things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And Curry, here we go. And the wide open shot from Green. Barnes passes to Green. Thompson dishes to Green. And finally they hit one. Green's got 14.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well. Draymond Green was the 35th pick back in 2012, and he's made an impact thus far with his defense, rebounding, and great IQ for the game. And I like his competitive spirit, too. He helps you win in a lot of ways.
Mahaney's checked in for Indiana. Paul George comes in for Hill. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Kicks it to Green. Hill with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Sloan's checked in. Here's George. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. George has got 5 now.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
And here's Iguodala outside, and that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 19.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Now here's West. 16 points for him. And Sloan kicks to George. They grab their own miss. West, that's good.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Thompson passes to Green. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Green's got 10 points here in the second half. And Sloan kicks to George. Stolen by Thompson. Moving it up. And Curry throws it down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
They get it back.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And it's George missing.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
It was a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent basketball. The execution was perfect, and that pass set up the open 3.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. George Hill out there with Donald Sloan. And it's Mahinmi in at the 5 spot. Here's Sloan. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the dunk by Barnes.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Now here is George. Back to West. Pass to Sloan. From beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Iguodala's drive. He kicks it to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Paul George with the steal. Misses off the left iron. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Iguodala, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Sloan dishes to George. Down low, it's stolen by Green. Here's Iguodala. Tries again. Lets it go from deep. The Pacers pull it in.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Hill up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 20 points for David West.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in, well done.
And that's a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
Yeah, it's the anticipation more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does.
He tries for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. A one near Iguodala as he lets it go. Barnes can't get it to go. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Sloan, that's good. Sloan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Here's George. And that one's good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
The drive by Iguodala. Can't cash in from close range.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's Hill. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Now here's Iguodala. Shot from free throw range. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Iguodala's got 13 points in the second half. West to screen on Curry. Left side, West. Here's Mahinmi. They shoot again, and the layup is good.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Curry with a wide open look. And the three off target. Here's Sloan, and it's blocked by Curry. Lets the three fly. Paul George grabs the miss.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Curry, wide open, drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 36. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Donald Sloan. Here's Hill.
Well, a new award in the NBA starting 2 seasons ago, the Twyman Stokes Best Teammate. And the first honoree was Chauncey Billups.
Now here's Stuckey. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. Some changes for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for West. And it's Watson in for George Hill. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And the names of that award memorializes the incredible story of Jack Twyman and Maurice Stokes. Stokes, an NBA All-Star in each of his first 3 seasons. But in a game in 1958, he took a hard fall, hit his head, and thereafter became paralyzed.
One of the saddest and most moving stories in the history of sports. Stokes was waived by the team, and his family couldn't afford his gigantic medical bills, but his teammate, Jack Twyman, worked tirelessly on his behalf. A tremendous story of love, caring, and service in a tough situation. The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Outside for Curry. From outside, off the mark.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
Well, you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this has been for Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
And here is Stuckey after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Here's Watson, Scola with it, picked up by Thompson. And the shot is good.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
And that one's good.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Watson kicks to Hill. No good from outside. The Warriors shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Scola passes to Stuckey. Here's Watson. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Iguodala against Hill. Iguodala left side. Bucket's good.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Andre Iguodala. And Andre, what was the secret to seeing such a great output offensively?
Well, we know our defense is our catalyst to everything for our team. So as long as we play defense, get stops, rebounding was most important tonight. You know, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the league. We were able to do that and get out on the break.
Andre, thank you so much. Kevin, no surprise, one of the best defenders, always thinking about things on that end.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.